Hi guys, it's me Ma'am Nov and welcome back again to my channel. Alright, so tapos na tayo sa arithmetic sequence and arithmetic mean. So proceed na tayo sa next lesson natin. Okay, so tingnan niyo ang examples na ito. 3, 8, 13, 18, and 23. Now, it is called an arithmetic sequence. Why? Because there is a common difference. Ano ang kanyang common difference? Okay, 5. Paano nakuha si 5? So, subtract lang natin yung second term minus yung first term. Third term minus yung second term, and so on. So, that's why naging 5. And again, magiging arithmetic sequence lang siya kapag may common difference. And what is arithmetic mean? Okay, arithmetic mean is yung term between the first and the last term, or yung terms between the first and last term. Now, ito naman, what if we will add the terms? 3 plus 8 plus 13 plus 18 plus 23. Now, hindi na arithmetic sequence ang tawag sa kanya. Ang tawag na is arithmetic series. So, arithmetic series refers to the sum of the terms in a given arithmetic sequence, and it is denoted by S sub n. S sub n is a notation used for arithmetic series, where S is for the sum and n is for the first nth terms. We can find the arithmetic series basically by just adding all the terms. So very easy now, we will just add all the terms and we can get the arithmetic series. So, example, sum of the first nth terms. So, si S dito yung sum and yung mga nth terms is ito yung si N. Sum of the first 10 terms. So, S meaning si sum ng first 10 terms. Okay? So, yan. Yan ang kanyang representation. Okay. So, we have two formulas. Formula 1, if A sub n is given, meaning if yung last term is given, so this is our formula. S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of A sub 1 plus A sub n. Now, what if the last term is not given? So, ito naman ang ating formula, the formula 2. S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of 2 times A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times the common difference. So, again, we have two formulas if given yung last term and if not given ang last term. Example, find the sum of the first 30 natural numbers. So, we will get the sum of the 30 natural numbers. Actually, pwede na hindi natin gamitin yung formula. We will just add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus and so on. But, what is the purpose of the formula? The formula is there para mas maging easier ang ating trabaho, hindi para mas mahirap ang ating trabaho. Okay? So, dito, given ang last term. So, anong formula ang gagamitin? Formula 1 or Formula 2? Okay, given ang last term, A sub n. So, meaning we will use the formula 1. Okay? By the way, our first term is 1. Our A sub n, which is our last term, is 30. And our n is 30. Okay? So, we will just substitute it sa formula. We have S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of A sub 1 plus A sub n. So, we have S sub 30 equals our n is 30 over 2 plus our first term, which is 1, plus our last term, which is 30. So 30 divided by 2 is 15 times 1 plus 30 is 31. So 15 times 31 is 465. So if i-add natin yung first 30 natural numbers, which is 1 to 30, the answer is 465. So imagine, if you try to compute 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 until plus 30. Okay. Diba? Mas madali kung may formula. So we have S sub 30 equals 465. The sum of the first 30 natural numbers is 465. Okay, dito. Find the sum of the first 12 terms of the arithmetic sequence 50, 47, 44, 41, 38. So our first term is 50. And our n is, ano kaya? 12. Bakit 12? Because we have to find the first 12 terms daw. So, meaning our n is 12. And saan galing yung common difference? Okay, remember, to get the common difference, second term minus first term, third term minus second term, and so on. So, 47 minus 50 is negative 3. Okay, bakit formula 2 ang ating gagamitin? That's right, because we do not have our last term. We will need the formula 2. Okay, so we will just substitute it sa formula. So we have S sub 12. That's right, because we will get the first 12 terms. The sum of the first 12 terms. Okay, so we will just substitute it sa formula. So we have S sub 12. Bakit 12? Because we will get the sum of the first 12 terms. So we have 12 over 2 times the quantity of 2 times what is our first term? 50 plus our n is 12 minus 1 times our common difference is negative 3. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 2 times 50 is 100. 12 minus 1 is 11. Next, 11 times negative 3 is negative 33. Of course, don't forget, multiply it to 6. So we have 100 minus 33 is 67, times 6 is 402. The sum of the first 12 terms is 402. Okay, what if we have this? Find the sum of the arithmetic series expressed by the sum of 2n as n goes from 1 to 10. Oh, what is this symbol? Okay, so let's discuss it first before we answer. Okay, so this symbol here is called sigma or summation. This figure here or number here is the last value of n. And this is the first value of n. 2n is a formula in getting the terms of the sequence. Just for this example. So this is read as the sum of 2n as n goes from 1 to 10. Okay, let's try to illustrate this. So again, this is read as the sum of 2n as n goes from 1 to 10. So meaning, we will substitute n. Okay, so lahat ng n natin is from 1 to 10. So meaning, 2 times 1 plus 2 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4 plus 2 times 5 and so on plus 2 times 10 because our n goes from 1 to 10. Okay, so yan lang siya. So after 8, after multiplying and then adding, okay, so 2 plus 4 plus 6 and so on plus 20. So the answer is 110. Okay, let's try to solve the other way around. Okay. First, we have to get the first term which is a sub 1. Paano ba kunin ang first term? So, using this formula, 2 times 1. Bakit 1? Because first term. So 2 times 1 equals 2. Next, we will get the last term. What is our last term? A sub 10. That's right. What is n sa last term natin? 10. That's right. So we have 2 times 10 is equal to 20. After, we will use the formula 1. Why? Because the last term is given. Okay, may last term na tayo which is 20. May first term din tayo which is 2. So, we don't need to follow this step that we will multiply and then add. Using the formula, it makes it very easy. Okay? So, we have the sum of the first 10 terms is just substitute. So, we have 10 over 2 times 2, which is our first term, plus 20, which is our last term. So, we have 2 plus 20 is equal to 22. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, 5 times 22 is 110. Another one. Let's find the sum of the arithmetic series expressed by, how do you read this? The summation of 7n minus 5 as n goes from 1 to 10. So, ang n na naman natin is from 1 to 10 only. Okay, so first, we will find the first term. So, our first term, a sub 1 equals 7n minus 5. What is our n? 1, that's right. So, 7 times 1 minus 5 equals 2. So, our first term is 2. Next, we will find our last term. So, a sub 10 equals 7n minus 5. 7 times 10 minus 5 equals 65 because 7 times 10 is 70 minus 5 equals 65. So, we have now our first term and last term. So, which formula should we use? Formula 1 or Formula 2? That's right, Formula 1. So, we will just substitute it as sub 10 pa rin because we will get the sum of 7n minus 5 as n goes from 1 to 10. So, the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 10 over 2 times our first term which is 2 plus our last term which is 65. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 plus 65 is 67. And then we will multiply it. So, the answer is 335. Now, let's consider the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. We will find the first 58 terms, or we will find S sub 58. So, what formula should we use? Formula 1 or Formula 2? That's right, Formula 2, because we do not have our last term. So, we have our first term, A sub 1. We have the common difference, which is 1. Paano nakuha? 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, and so on. And our n is 58. Substitute lang natin sa formula. So, we have S sub 58 equals 58 over 2 times 2 times our first term, which is 1, plus 58, which is our n, minus 1 times 1. So, 58 divided by 2 is 29. 2 times 1 is 2. 58 minus 1 is 57. Times 1 is 57. Plus 2 is 59. Times 29. So, the answer is 1,711. Now, let's have this. One of the motorcycle companies in the Philippines is having a road test on their motorcycles. First motorcycle takes 78 minutes on the test. The second takes 62 minutes on the test. The third motorcycle takes 46 minutes on the test, and so on. If there are 5 motorcycles going through the test, how long will it take for the company to complete the road test? So we will get the first 5 motorcycles, the time of testing of the 5 motorcycles. So we have this sequence, 78, 62, and 46, and so on. Our first term is 78. our common difference is negative 16. Okay, so saan galing si 5? Because, sabi sa ating problem, if there are 5 motorcycles going through the test, so there are 5 motorcycles, which means our last motorcycle is 5. So we have n equals 5. So we will need the second formula because we do not know the last term. Ilang minutes yung 5th motorcycle. Okay, so we will just substitute it sa formula. So we have S of 5 equals 5 over 2 times 2 times yung first term natin, which is 78, plus 5 minus 1 times our common difference, which is negative 16. So we have 2 times 78 is 156. Plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times negative 16. So 4 times negative 16 is negative 64. So we have 156 minus 64, which is equal to 92. And we have 92 times 5 divided by 2 is 233. So it takes 233 minutes para matapos yung road test ng 5 motorcycles. Okay? Try to answer on your module. Study well, students. Thank you. Bye. Stay at home and help your parents.